Wait, at least it's on this time.
Don't you
We
see
got
that
it.
stop sign? Stop at that stop sign and go through the hill.
You are fucking that shit up, sir. That's good. He is fucking that shit up.
Shit is hot. It's
Before I dip, all right, look, Hajime no Ippo, let's talk about it. Look,
Listen, all right, go ahead, talk your shit. I'm willing to listen.
I watched like 10 episodes straight, film, and I went to the gym. Good 2 hours, 3 hours, cardio.
3 hours.
People know. 3 hours, yes. That's what Hajime no Ippo does to you. Look,
let's go.
I blasted the opening and a light for a good 5 minutes. I was on 7 speed and a 4 incline just because of that song. I never done that in my life. Never in my life have I done some shit like that. I don't even use incline. I just go straight speed.
Wow.
But he made you want to go up the hill.
Feel like Ippo, bro?
Zuto. That shit is banging in your ear,
wait till
bro.
they see the train, bro.
Oh.
Train?
Wait, you're gonna figure it out. Wait till you see the train, bro.
I'm gonna figure it out. I blasted that for a good 5 minutes, and I went to the ending. Whole 5-minute ending. Ran for the whole 5 minutes, and I wasn't even tired after that.
Damn.
Yeah, and I
proceeded to go to the Stairmaster after that.
He sent me the video. Wait, did you send me the video right before that?
After the whole workout, that's when I sent you the video.
That's crazy.
And you can see I was sweating.
Yeah.
For a good reason.
He was glistening, bro. And he was not tired. He was talking really fast. He's like, yo, Hajime no Ippo is that shit, man. I was like, yo.
It's that shit, man. It's that shit that makes you want to get out the bed, man.
For real, dude.
Man.
For real.
It makes you want to do something with your life, bro.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
stay for some purpose.
You said that shit was boring.
I didn't say it was boring.
Yeah,
I didn't say it was boring. I just said it was repetitive. But the message is there.
Deacon.
Nah, man. I ain't gonna lie. My favorite character so far gotta be either Takamura or the the funny dude. I forgot his name.
Aoki. Oh yeah,
yeah.
Aoki's the funniest throughout the entire show. Like he's like, I mean, he's the butt of a joke, but like he be
trolling.
Oh, for sure, bro. I'm not gonna lie, he has my favorite line. I mean, I watched the dub, and he has one of my favorite lines in the entire show. I mean, what are you watching? The sub or the dub?
Dub.
Okay, so I want. Oh man, it's a good line, bro. You want to know?
I'll take it.
Okay, you're not gonna know the context, but it was like, they were watching. It was like Ippo, Kimura, and Aoki. They were watching some shit, right? And you're gonna laugh when you get to it, but it's like Aoki looks at like a person. He's like, oh my god, he's a celebrity. I swear to God, I wasn't expecting this. Aoki literally turns like to the camera. He was like, I give my left nut to have a job like that. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
I remember that.
I know. Aoki, bro.
That's so funny.
I was like, so relatable. I was like, I give my left nut to have a job like that.
To be a massage therapist or some shit.
Before you go, how far are you with Hajime no Ippo?
10 episodes.
That's respectable. So how many fights have you
I got
been?
to the part where what's his name? A sheep, the tall dude who does like this.
Oh, Mashi! I told Mashiba, bro.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
the goat. One of the goats.
When does he meet Sendo though?
That's gonna be a minute, but I'll get there when I get there.
Oh man, that shit's gonna. I mean, I feel like even before then, I feel like Mashiba, because I feel like because there've been fights before Mashiba, and they're like, how do you feel about that?
It was only the one where he fought Miyata, and I ain't gonna lie, I did not expect him to do anything against him like that.
Yeah,
he didn't even really fight him, but he was really just like, what's the word for it?
Willpower,
just straight. Like not even really use tech, just like straight. What was he even doing? No technique.
No, he just literally, again, it is the definition of hard work versus talent.
Literally.
Like the whole shit where like I said to him, I was like, it was Rock Lee, but boxing. If it was Rock Lee was a character, but he was placed in the boxing world.
Hard work versus talent. That's what the show
literally
kind of stems down to. And
like
the hardest. Because
I'm not gonna lie, like Takamura, Miyata, those are raw talent. Like though they have a perception. Ippo literally just works hard, and he just has that, you know.
Yeah.
Man, the train. I remember the first time I watched that scene with the train, bro. You're gonna know what it is.
I don't know when to get there.
That was crazy, but
like in the first arc, second arc.
That's season 3, man.
That's like near the end.
Gotcha.
That's like, I feel like if a good way to watch it. I don't know if you're watching whatever, but like Netflix literally has. Yeah, like Netflix be like, they recently put the like all 3 seasons because it was so popular. Because once that shit was on Netflix, everybody was watching the show to the point where like it was the first time I seen Netflix do it, where they literally like actually it was like I might be close to top 10, and they literally just went straight to putting the next 2 seasons.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that's kind of crazy because nobody really. like Ippo is pretty old. It's like what Rising. The season 3 came out like 2013, 2012, 11. Yeah,
Yeah.
when like the height of my house, like around that time. So,
But yeah, no,
It was like
Hajime no
popular.
Ippo's always been there, and it's always just good. When they show up, when the fandom shows up and shows out, it's just an overall amazing show. But yeah, no, I mean, speaking of just like shows in general, man, I don't care what anyone says about it. Game adaptation wise, that's whatever. As a fucking show, Devil May Cry show was so
that shit was
good.
amazing, bro.
That rabbit has the most justified crash out ever, bro.
That episode felt like that one episode in Don to Don, where like you see like you know what I'm talking about, like the giant the lady and shit like that, like her backstory. It felt like that. Like it took a whole episode to like give backstory to a whole like 2 characters in the show, and it was like completely different animation and like it was really well animated. Great song too. The main song of the show, yeah. That shit was amazing. I'm not gonna lie. It's based off a game. I feel like it's a reboot, so you don't really need to know much. But let me just say, like, if y'all want to talk about ore farming, like that's the OG right there.
Who are we shooting?
That's the OG right there, bro. Dante is the original ore farmer. Before Piccolo, nah, Piccolo. All he does is this shit. He just has the cape flapping in the background, just like oh yeah. But Dante, I'm not gonna lie, literally. Like every day is a fucking summer vacation, bro. He's taking nothing seriously. He's making fun of all these demons who are like taking themselves way too seriously. It's like, bro, you're a fucking idiot, bro. It's like that shit is awesome, bro.
What's compared to Deadpool?
Yes. People were saying like, well, I wouldn't. Yeah, like Deadpool.
There's just a bunch of people on Twitter really crying about it. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, I feel like people who talked about it, like Deadpool is like for all breaking. Dante just be like trolling people. That's it. He's just our sarcastic guy who's like way too powerful for normal people, and he just be like, all right, doing shit. Like for example, like the joke he said, it was like they're shooting at him, right? And he's dodging all the bullets, and like they're shooting in the room, and like he's so quick that he like came up to them and he was shooting with them. Like, yo, what are we shooting at? And they're like, oh shit. Yeah.
So you wouldn't have to watch or to play the game.
You don't need to play it. This is a reboot. It's a reboot.
Yeah.
It's with the voice act. Okay, so Johnny Young Bosch, he plays Ichigo. He plays Dante.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's a character in the games, but he graduated like it was like the younger the new protagonist of Devil May Cry, but now he's like playing the younger Dante because this is a reboot now. But it's a great show. It's a honestly, dude, like animation and you got you.
Can you play the game, man? Is it what's the PS PlayStation?
It's everywhere. PS5, PS4. Like you can like on PS5 right now, you can literally go to HD collection and then 4 and 5 are right there too. Like the entire franchise is like everywhere.
So what's the show? Is it?
The show is just a reboot. Like it's not. It's taken from the games.
Yeah, YouTube.
Yeah, bro.
Nah, bro. I hope she's okay, bro.
For yeah. Let me know, and I'm gonna let you get me up to date with the Epo stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Sure.
Thanks, man. See ya.
All right.
Peace, bro.
Peace.
But okay, so it's kind of okay. Since it's a reboot, it's taken from the manga. It's taken from the games. I'd say of course the biggest one is 3 because that's the prequel where Dante's the youngest.
Yeah.
So but it's like its own thing. Like this is a pre-Dante. He doesn't even have Ebony and Ivory yet.
He didn't even know he was a demon.
Exactly. Well, yeah. He didn't even know he was a demon. Like this is like a this is what I love about this, bro. Because like I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the games are awesome, but like they're just like the stories are just a means to an end. The games are all about people just doing cool shit. So like the fact they actually took the time to like make talk about the world, because like I'm not gonna lie, like demon shit happens in the entire games. Like a fucking tower arises from underworld, and like
we don't know what the fuck it is.
We don't know what the world is like. Oh, is there police, bro? Like it's just nobody's around. What the fuck is everybody?
Really forget that the story only got as good as it did when Devil May Cry 5 came out.
Yeah, because 5 was like after years later, and like they said, you know what? They actually decided to make an attempt to like not make an extra story, but like tie everything in, like tie in the manga, tie in the anime, the first anime with the little girl from the original anime, and then and the character of Morrison. Like they try to like tie in everything for the manga and the video and anime and stuff. So it was pretty cool. But I'm not gonna lie, I've always said that DMC needed a reboot, just not the one we had back in that time. That we don't talk about that. We do not talk about that.
But no, I think it was just interesting just to see this. It was a fresh take on the story.
Yeah.
Young Dante, like this is like when he first starts out. And I just how I know they love the game so much. They didn't need to add it, but they literally added the scene of him just dancing, bro.
The guy Agni, I'm pronouncing his name wrong, but he's like the main director for one of the directors for Castlevania. Guy is the biggest DMC fan. Like he cosplays Dante everywhere.
He was at a WWE event and he actually cosplayed as Dante there.
Was it WWE? I thought it was
Raw. It was
shit.
Raw.
It was on Raw.
It was on Raw last week. It was on Raw.
And he said.
Yeah, he just. Yep.
I was like, bro, that's crazy. Yeah, white hair, red jacket, everything.
Well, I'm gonna learn how to do that dance at 3 a.m. Forget that.
Nah. So the whole thing with, like, I'm not gonna lie, Jordan. Like, he is like one of if you want to talk about a character that I was begging for to be in Smash, it was Dante. Because I'm not gonna lie, Bayonetta.
Oh yeah.
Bayonetta was like the guy with the same creator made Dante Devil May Cry, but and a lot of shit from Bayonetta is like references to the Devil May Cry and stuff. Like I'm not gonna lie, if you had Bayonetta, you had to put Dante in there, bro. Like he was the OG Devil Hunter, the original. Like Devil May Cry is like one of the pioneers for action games. Like God of War was literally made. Like one of the things that God of War was like, oh, Westerners can make action games because Japan made Devil May Cry. You know what I mean? Like he's like one of the Devil May Cry is one of the OG franchises for action games, bro. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah.
And the hate is just so dumb.
I'd say, bro, if you want to play, I'm telling you, bro, their Switch DMC 3 on Switch is the best version because not only are you getting the game looks fucking crisp and it plays well, but you're also getting they also add in style switching, which you didn't have in original 3. So Switch version by default is the best one because it has the shit from 4 and 5.
There's 5 of them.
There's 5 of them. There's one. We don't talk about 2.
Yeah, two is just One is good.
One is the foundation. I think one is really good. I think
one's not bad. 2 is
it's there, and then 3 and 4 and 5.
Yeah, 3, especially 4 special edition and 5 special edition when you get to play as Virgil.
Ooh, Virgil was twin brother. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Speaking of which, like. That's like the like video game rivalry. Like you talk about Goku, Vegeta, Naruto, Sasuke. Video game wise, Dante and Virgil. They're like Alpha Omega. They're just like with each other the entire time, bro. And I'm pretty sure you can find like the special edition or like
everything on console right now, 75% off.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the entire franchise is off.
The entire franchise is like 75% off. It's all if you add it up, it's like $12 for all the games.
Yeah, I think the Switch only has like 1 to 3.
Yeah, you would have to get the HD collection, which has 1 through 3, and then you would have to get 5 the special edition, which was already like $9, and so that's 7.
I'm saying on Switch.
So yeah, like 15.
Yeah.
But yeah,
but it's a great franchise, bro. But about the show, man. Okay, all right. So I think the show was peak. From beginning to end, I thought the story was amazing. Dante was well written.
Animation.
Oh man, animation. Oh my goodness, bro. I'm like, when the motherfucker went oh my god, bro, that shit was crazy. Yeah, and he was fighting like Ruja and shit. Like, oh my god, that shit was amazing, bro.
Even if we spoil it, he won't understand it until he watches
it. When he first went double trigger, bro, it was like, wow, what a crazy moment.
They
were fighting like Dragon Ball Z. They were fighting in the sky. Like
I remember I heard like double trigger, like Nero. I'm like, what the fuck? Like already? Like
double trigger. Yeah. That's true, right? Oh yeah, you're right. That shit was fucking amazing, bro. What do you? Okay, so one of the the reason why I'm like defending the show a lot is because I'm not gonna lie. On Twitter, I'm not listening to them because a lot of people just don't like the fact that Nero is Dante now. And I'm like, guys, there's a lot of other shit to be mad about. Like, you do realize that we're not gonna have Ruben again for a young Dante. Like, it's not that serious for a voice actor, really, bro. Oh, crazy. I'm like, no, I'm saying like one of my friends is literally like not wanting to watch the show because it sounds like Nero. I'm like, bro, Granted, he doesn't really like Nero that much, but it's like it's not that serious, bro.
Besides, like when you hear him, even though you hear Nero, I don't feel like I'm watching Nero. I feel like I'm watching Dante.
Yeah. It's like the subtle shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like at most, maybe like a grunt or two just sounds like Nero, but like at most, it's just Dante just being a goofball the entire time. Besides, this is a new Dante, literally.
He's a new he's not like the one in any of the games. Like it's a very young Dante.
He doesn't even know he's a demon. He discovers his double trigger by accident.
Yeah.
Virgil, he didn't know Virgil was alive.
Nope.
And on the top of it all off, he's currently in a fucking, at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I did not expect American Idiot.
That
shit threw me off.
That ending, bro. What a guy. That was crazy.
Storm.
Oh, I can't wait for season 2. Oh, I can't wait for season 2, bro. I need that shit now, man. I'm like, no, you can't leave it off of that, dude. That was a great ending. I do like the final battle too. That shit was fire.
Who was your favorite character, bro?
I'm not gonna lie. If I can choose, I mean, aside from Dante, but I'm not gonna lie, I did like the vice president. I'm not gonna lie, there was like, again, you could tell like he was playing the typical like, oh, humanity, like, oh, God's wish can like, but he's a villain though. Like he's like,
He has to be like that.
yeah, he has to be like that. And he's like, I love how calculated he was. Like, granted, bonus points because he's voiced by Kevin Conroy, but I liked how like the dude was kind of like cutthroat throughout the entire show. And of course, I fucking love Enzo. Enzo was a great character, mind you. Let me just say again, Enzo. That's a Bayonetta character. Yeah. Come on, bro. That's awesome. Like connecting this shit.
My personal favorite was the rabbit man.
Yeah. No, he was he was a very great villain. He was a good ass villain, bro. Like his backstory and shit.
He had every reason to do what he did.
I don't feel bad for Lady. I hope this is a wake up call. Like God damn.
I know she feels like shit, especially for what she did at the end.
Yeah.
She especially is gonna feel even worse when you know who goes, I am that storm, and then because they made the stupid decision to open both portals to keep them in link, meaning I am the storm's gonna pop out and then just do what he does best.
Fucking
and he's
everybody. Everybody's dead, bro. Shit, like
I don't even want to know what's gonna happen if he gets Sparta's sword.
Oh, bro.
He does. They're all cooked.
For sure, man. That because I'm not like way stronger than Dante. That's good. You have to set that up.
That's how it's supposed to be for now.
Yeah. That shit, bro. It's funny because I'm like, people were saying like, oh yeah, Dante kind of feels like yeah, he's strong, but he's not that strong. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
he doesn't even have Ebony and Ivory.
That's what I'm saying. Ebony and Ivory are like his guns he uses for the rest of the entire like franchise,
and they don't break.
And the guns be breaking all the time for them. Like it's crazy. Yeah, how did you feel? I'm not gonna lie. Like how did you feel about the world building? That was a big thing for me too.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I thought it was beautiful the way they incorporated that not all demons are evil. I don't know why people reacted that way.
Yeah, because like, dude, the games literally allude to that. Like every fucking game you hear about Sparta, and he's like, okay, he's like the one good demon, bro. Like, no, there are better, more
other good demons there, yeah. And like, I feel like Lady wasn't that bad. I understood why she was swearing every time. I mean, you saw her childhood. I mean,
yeah.
Episode 6, by the way, that's such a fucking masterpiece. By the way,
that's a great episode.
Beautiful. Especially when they kept playing Afterlife. They had it like it was like I was watching an AMV at one point. It was just beautiful.
That shit was crazy. When like I think by like the time where it's like they show you when the animation goes back. Oh my god!
I was just like, that blew my mind. Like just watching that for the first time, hearing the music. Especially with the music video, dude, in the background.
Yeah, that shit was amazing, bro.
It's only 8 episodes. You should watch.
Yeah, it's only 8 episodes. Like it's fire.
I feel like it makes sense to watch that first and then.
For sure. Yeah, it's literally like
it's a great introduction. I will say
it's a whole new story on the game.
You don't need to play the games to watch it. Like it takes from all.
If it's like world building, it would get me into the games.
And I know
it's not black and white like the games were. Yeah,
it's still in top 10, so I know for sure this will be getting a season 2. This
absolutely.
This was
It was
This
top 10 all
looked
weekend.
too good not to get another season. This, like, even the first few scenes with the rabbit, bro, like, the animation, like, was beautiful.
Just the sneak peek we saw, bro. I was like, this
Locked
is gonna be a top 10 for a while.
That shit was fun. But have you been watching anything else or keeping on anything else lately, dude? It's been business.
Just been business.
Just stream. I need to catch up on One Piece. We can talk about that next week.
Oh.
Well, actually, what are you on right now when it comes to One Piece?
Last thing. That was the last thing we did that day with the.
Oh, really? So you haven't actually caught up at all? Well, to be honest, it's been break after break for a minute, and
Yeah,
the
right?
show
Yeah.
just came back.
Yeah.
If anything, people are talking about the whole Sanji thing.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gotten bad. Like now, like it wasn't at bad before, but now it's gotten really bad. Like-
I'll pay
Bro,
for this.
that's yours. You finised that shit?
Yeah, dude.
God,
That shit. I like that shit.
I thought that was your shit.
Even eat this fries.
I'll say.
I even say yeah.
Fat bitch.
Yeah.
Why would you not say yes?
Yes. Well, because I was thinking of eating myself.
You can have it. Sure,
But I have
shit.
a fork. I'm not trying to use your fork, so you have this one.
But what I was gonna say is
I'll make it
that
clean for you, bro.
they're literally like putting Sanji. They're making Sanji look worse than he actually is. Like, there's a scene where he gets punched by somebody, and in the manga he frames it laughing, like, haha, like that was weak.
Yeah.
In the show, it knocks into a wall and he falls unconscious.
That's in the anime.
Yeah. Like, I saw the recent episode, I'm like, oh, it's bad now. Like, the anime is intentionally making him look bad for everything. They're making him look more down bad. They are making him look weaker than Zoro. They just hate Sanji, bro. Like, they are literally cutting out his scenes. Like, they just do not want him in the crew, bro. It is crazy how much they hate
Don't they
him.
want him like dead?
Yeah.
It's insane.
They actually, like, Toei, the animators who work on One Piece, they do not like Sanji. And
Really?
I have no reason.
Wait, is it
why.
Is it like they're cutting out this stuff from the manga, or are they just like
No, from the manga to anime.
yeah? So they're like stuff that's in the manga they're cutting.
Yeah, like, remember how I told you, like, he got punched and he firmed it?
That's crazy.
And that's the manga. The anime, he got punched, he got put into a wall, and he got knocked unconscious. And then Zoro had to come in and finish the job, which is what happens in the manga, but it's Zoro and Sanji beating his ass together, not just Zoro.
Yeah,
Wow.
that shit is crazy.
So,
Why do they not like Sanji?
I don't know, maybe it's because he's a pervert or something. I don't know, but the staff just really has this untoward aggression towards Sanji.
But like, isn't
Do
he
you
have
know
like?
why? Like, maybe? Or
Doesn't he have like funny scenes in the anime or something?
no. I mean, he does, but like,
He's just a lover boy, bro.
that ass, that's all his thing is.
I don't know.
Like, that's my fucking favorite crew member. Like just the fact that his whole backstory and shit is so fucking cool.
Yeah.
I guess it's like his abilities, and he hasn't even got to like his final form, but it's like you can see the potential. It's like, yo, it's like literally Zoro. It's like
Yeah.
the big three, literally.
Well, they're making him seem like the 4 now.
That's what
Damn.
I'm saying. Like they want to be, you have Luffy, Zoro, and you have Frankie or
Or
Jinbei.
Jinbei.
Yeah, like, it's a past warlord. I'm like, what?
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, they love Jinbei, bro. They're hyping up Jinbei. They're putting him do all these shit. And I'm just like, I don't think he did that, bro.
Is it that bad though? Like,
No,
I'm
it's
not.
that bad.
Wow. You know what? It reminds me of like I'm not gonna lie. Like, if the animators have like bias, they will like.
No, they
Active-
show it.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie.
Oda
Like,
can't stop them because it's Toei.
I mean,
Company.
shit. When we back in with the whole shit with Naruto, like they were like putting up Hinata over Sakura. We're like, bro, relax, it's getting excessive.
We got it.
Yeah,
But
I mean, for good reason, bro.
that's
If
true.
they were trying to put Sakura up and say, "Oh, I finally caught up, man."
That's the manga.
I fucking
Yo,
hate that scene.
yeah.
I hate that whole thing.
Bro, everybody hates that scene. It's like, dude, why would you? No, get out
Like,
of here.
why would you say that?
I'm gonna be whole.
Are you sure about that?
It's so funny how she says that. Proceeds to whine to Sasuke again, who looks at her and goes, "You're annoying," and then uses a
And fucking
genjutsu.
not even hit him with the like
Use a genjutsu on
fucking
her.
he literally just puts not even you don't know it's a genjutsu in the manga. You just see her fucking his hand going straight through her chest, And we're like, what? I'm like, oh, it's a genjutsu. That's still fucked up though. It's like, whoa, wow. Nah, but that's interesting.
And it's crazy how she still married him.
For real. All right.
He's getting facts from Ronell, but
Yeah.
Nah, man. Overall, oh yeah, have you heard what happened with the Genshin VAs or not?
No, what happened?
Remember how sad, like how the union. So it actually just came out that turns out they were actually meeting all the demands because you know how Genshin's been on strike. They were meeting all the demands that they were doing. The company was like they were like, oh yeah, we're all for it.
For like the strike.
We're not gonna sign the
seconds.
paperwork though.
Yeah. Wait, was this like VA with a dub? Okay.
We're all for it, but we're not gonna sign this paperwork. Like we'll give you what you want, but we're not gonna sign this paperwork.
Huh.
And because they didn't, the VAs didn't perform.
Wow.
This is probably the worst VAs are ever gonna look because they essentially didn't work because the company didn't sign a piece of paper.
I mean, shit. I can see both sides, but
Yeah,
God,
that's what
that's gonna
Twitter's
be-
been. That was last week. That was what Twitter's been.
So, what is the decor? Like, what are people say? What are people's opinions on
People
that?
are mixed right now, but a
Yeah.
lot of the English fans are angry
Mhm.
because it's like, dude, like, are you serious? You're not working because you're getting what you want. They're just not signing the paper for it. They are giving you what you want. They're just not signing for it. Why? And then like it's the other side. Like we need our assets. Like we need security. We need it locked.
Yeah.
And a piece of
And
paper.
it's like but it's like they're I could yeah.
The issue is
I understand I understand like they're getting I could see both sides like they're getting their stuff, but why not sign the paper if you're ever gonna do that? So it's like I see both sides. That's a slippery thing.
and it's worse because
Is it just
you
because
can
like
also make the argument that dude, it's freaking MiHoYo. They're not gonna go down. Genshin Impact, Honkai, Zenza Zone Zero, yeah, they're not going away anytime soon.
yeah.
So that's why people are bringing up that argument. Like this is a massive company; they're not going away anytime soon.
Right.
The reason why they won't sign is because Genshin used to be owned by a different company before MiHoYo.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was called, but then they got dropped and MiHoYo took over. I think that's the reason people are saying that, bro, that's why they're not signing, because the people who own Genshin could just replace them.
Yeah.
And if they do sign, then they have to pay back these people, the VAs who worked on it, money that they technically don't own because the new company has to sign it.
Yeah. Wow.
That's what I'm saying. It's a slippery slope
Yeah.
because you can understand both sides to a certain degree.
Yikes. Yeah.
Twitter's obviously they're siding with the companies more because on a first person view it doesn't look good for the VAs. It is not a good look, and their careers are probably cooked because Genshin's probably one of the only things not for a lot.
I'm curious why it's a bad look though. If they're like boycotting because they don't want to officially sign the paper.
Say English dub Fire Force needs a new VA.
Yeah.
But Toei or the people who make it don't want to sign that thing.
Yeah, like sign the paper. Like, hey,
They're not gonna hire
like
him.
as in like you get paid.
They're not going to hire him.
Yeah.
Because if they're going to do that with this, what makes me think that I would even want them? If we're not going to sign this and they're not going to work for us, what's the point of even going to them? It makes them lose out on opportunities. This is a massive issue
Because it's the union stuff.
So now if even if you work, now they know you're a part of it. And now that they know you're a part of it,
It's gonna be like, oh, you're just like these people.
oh, you're just like these people.
Oh shit. Yeah.
So it sucks because it ruins a lot of opportunities for a lot of younger VAs.
it doesn't need to be that way though. But fuck, man.
It's gonna be like that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, you're associated with them. I mean, we can give you the role, but you need to
We're not signing a pay. We're not signing. God damn.
And they might even not even give you the benefits.
Wow, that's not good. That
kind
shouldn't
of
happen at all.
inadvertently. It's so funny because this strike I'm honestly, yes, do VAs need to be paid more? Absolutely. Am I all for it? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But if you're getting what you want, or
Like they're getting paid.
as what I'm hearing, they are technically not. They are because I heard Genshin is also like technically they're not of the strike people of people that can strike. Technically, Genshin Impact is not a part of that group. If they also just did that for no reason because they wouldn't sign the paperwork, also not a good look as well.
Yeah,
because you have to understand.
because because if they're not, if a certain company is like, oh, this is a non-union job, you can't make you can't make a non-union thing be union, you know? Yeah, okay.
And now that like cuts out, like I know there are certain people who will be with this union and others. Like
Of course, yeah.
the thing is, I know big names will be affected. Like Yuri's not going to be affected. He's in Genshin Impact, and
Well, he's hit the Troy Baker level.
exactly.
Like,
he's too iconic.
I'm too big to get like loose roles. Yeah.
And maybe only like literally, it's just gonna be the
Everybody
people-
who's in games or any cartoon, like they're too big now.
It's literally gonna be the people who just tied Genshin as their first VAs that'll be affected.
People who are struggling and people who are still trying to get jobs. You know.
Yeah,
who are still trying to make, or who are even starting out for the first time. It's gonna be a lot harder.
Yeah, there's people
Shit,
been
bro.
calling for a full dub recast.
Wow.
It's getting that bad. There are people calling for a
Just
full
for like
dub.
the game.
just for the Genshin Impact. They don't want to hear everyone else again.
Wow, bro.
Yeah, and I understand it because now I believe more than the story arcs take about 3 to 4 hours to do. I think there's about maybe 10 to 12 hours of content that's just not voiced at all.
So it's just
You literally just have to switch to the other language just to hear it.
oh, it's just not in the game.
Not in
voice.
the game, no voice.
It's
at all.
just wow.
Yeah.
Damn. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's probably why I haven't gone back because I'm waiting for them to voice act it. But now that I know about this, I'm like, oh, so they're probably never gonna do that, huh?
Mm.
So yeah, and then typically I always wait before to play Genshin. I always wait to like do stuff. But yeah, no, this is just actually just insane, dude.
Yeah.
What came out, and yeah, this is not the best look for anyone right now.
No, it's it sucks because it's a disagreement, and unfortunately, because nobody can come, people just think the two parties can work something out. Or I'm not choosing sides. I'm not saying one person is wrong or no
Both
person
sides are
is right.
justified, honestly.
Both sides are justified. And I can see both sides' point, but it's like it sucks because no matter what happens, both sides are gonna look bad, and not only does it affect both sides, it's gonna affect a lot of other people too
It's gonna
because
affect VAs who want to be.
it's gonna be
with the
trial
union.
by association now, which is bad because there are a lot because again with a union job you're guaranteed stuff. You know, because again, people probably they make their whole lives just doing VA work, and just because now with a certain company, it's like it's gonna be hard for them because like, oh, you're just like that. Because again, it's like
the company exposed that information. They didn't like.
yeah,
That's why it was big because it didn't come from the VAs. It came from Genshin and like MiHoYo, and they were like, yeah, we're giving them, like in their statement, they're like, we are giving them all that they want. You know, like obviously they said more sophisticated words, but it's like. Yeah, we're giving them all they want, and we technically don't qualify under this strike thing, so it's really just all them. It's why one of the VAs for them already got replaced. They already replaced one of the VAs with with another VA, and people were like dogging on him, and then they came out, and it was like, oh, it's literally like the new VA of this character.
Oh, so nobody knew it was the reason why he got recast.
Yeah, nobody knew, and then they figured it out later. And it's
Wow.
so funny because the VA of this job was like, bro, I'm just trying to do my job. I'm trying to get my bag.
Yeah.
And that's like the thing also, it kind of like it kind of sucks because now it's like now people are going to hear that and be more desperate to replace them then.
Yeah.
Because now that they know that it's possible, like they bro, do you know how many VAs would love to be Aether? Like to have Zach Aguilar's role?
Yeah.
Like, to be the new Dainslev? Like they would just being in Genshin alone would get you into so many cons and so many people would pay to just
Genshin. I feel like Genshin and Persona are like the gateways. They open a lot of doors.
Yeah, I would say that. I mean, Susie Young's career did begin, or she was already noticed, but Persona definitely put her on that mark.
Yeah, I want to say like a lot of people did just started out with Persona. I'm saying like nobody like I feel like with any time like a game people don't do Persona, it's like I like your name is up because that's a very very popular franchise. So like
You know, there's a demo.
it boosts like if you're only done like a couple roles, like it'll boost your career. But if you've already had a career before, which a lot of people in the cast did, it's even better, way better.
Yeah, everyone's feeding over Alexis Lee right now, especially because of his performance of Sung Jin Woo.
Yeah,
Gurren
yeah.
Lagann reference.
Well, that was
Oh, yeah, and So Lovely. He was like in the Japanese version. He was like, "This ends now," and then he's fighting like I think it was a dragon or something. He's fighting like the dragon, and then he's like, "This ends now," and then in the English dub he goes, "Who the hell do you think I am?"
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. And he was
That's
literally,
cool.
he's literally like, "Yeah, I love Gurren Lagann, dude."
For sure. Alexis Lee is the best, bro.
Yeah, he's even done. He does so many
I'm
skits.
sorry,
too.
Alex Lee.
Alex Lee, yeah. Alex Lee does so many cool skits too because he just like was like, "We're gonna be doing a rise today." He's like, "Oh yeah, I had some ideas." Like literally a wise.
I saw the meme. It was like,
Erect.
yo,
All right.
professional shit poster. I enjoy that, man. He's really fun.
Alexis Lee is such a shit. Oh, even shit posted Persona 3.
Yeah, yeah,
before
it's all
came out.
yeah.
It was he was just drinking a smoothie with Zeno Robinson too, and they were just like the dark hour began. They were like, "What?" Those are just two guys.
Or what about the voice actor for him and the voice actor for Fuka? It's like I'll start the analysis at any time. It's like,
What do you
mean? You've been doing this the whole time? He's like, it takes time. Like that was awesome. That was funny. That was very very funny.
Oh yeah.
I love stupid stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
It helps if the cast are fans too. It really helps the community grow.
That reminds me of a line that he actually had when they did an anniversary stream, like a 1 year anniversary. They were doing like events and shit, and then everyone was like saying their favorite lines from each character, right? Like each of the characters that wasn't their own.
Yeah.
He goes to Shinjo. He's like, "My favorite line comes from this guy." Everyone's like, "Oh," he goes there to hug him, and then like he's like, "My line is shut the fuck up." He's looking, he's gonna make it all wholesome, and he just goes, "Shut the fuck up."
That's crazy.
He says that.
Yeah.
He was like, "Okay, we might have to put a bleep on that one, but that's a line."
Damn, bro.
Dude is just such a.
Yeah, he's funny. Really
He's funny, bro.
Again, I love everybody. Everybody in that cast is really funny. I've seen the streams, dude. It's like, yeah, that's. I mean, I know. Of course, my goat, Kage Films. You know, the voice of Kage Films. But like going back to what I said, like before, you know, it's funny because remember we were talking about like, oh, if you want to get into like voice acting, especially with Crunchyroll, you have to do like a kind of. You have to do a few you can do a few regular like anime stuff. I think what was the anime he was in? My Girlfriend is a Gal. That was one of the roles he like was. I think it was one of his first like real anime shows that he did because I was like I remember that like 3 years ago.
It's better than Alexis Lee's role, which he has to do every time.
Oh God!
You know what he is, right?
I forgot. What?
He's Kazuya in Rent a Girlfriend.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, okay.
And it's so funny because he's like on record when he went to the chat when a podcast, he was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like doing that, but like, you know what was funny? He said I did it. I made my voice worse on purpose so that I wouldn't get hired, and I sounded so bad and so like iffy. They wanted me because I sounded like that because that's how Kazuya would probably sound.
Yeah. It's like damn.
He's like, damn it, but like I really want to be in goods with Crunchyroll, and now he's doing solo leveling, so yeah, it was all worth it in the end.
There you go. And my girlfriend has that. My girlfriend has their fans. I'm not for me. But
I don't blame you. Solo leveling is just like, what's the way to call solo leveling?
Okay, quick question on solo leveling. People are saying like this. The opinions are diverse. I will say that it's either the best show ever or the most overhyped piece of shit imaginable. I don't know which to listen to.
Okay, so as a guy who's actually read the comic, the manhwa, and has watched all of it,
yeah,
I will say it is honestly. It's not that it is overhyped. I will say that.
Yeah.
Like the people who put it on the pedestal of JJ Cam, like bro, no, don't do that, because the manhwa gets very very fucking boring. Because like for a while, nothing really phases him, and it's a common problem all manhwas have with protagonists like that. They make them so strong, and they keep making them go through every challenge like that.
Yeah.
It's not like in Dragon Ball where like there's actual like threat of they can die. It's not like when they first fought Frieza and where Goku barely won because he went Super Saiyan. Like
Yeah.
it's not like how the androids are Cell where there's like trouble. Like you know what the ending's always gonna be. And they make it so obvious that it's gonna be that. Like,
so like the main
he doesn't
character
even
winning.
struggle. He doesn't even struggle.
Oh, so it's like he's basically fucking.
He's Jesus at this point.
No, he's basically Kirito
Yeah,
from
he's basically Kirito.
from Sword Online.
He's basically Kirito.
Yeah.
Now he does get struggle with certain things, but that's not until way later in the arcs. Where I dropped it, they were like, "Nah, bro, you gotta keep reading." I'm like, "Bro, I know what's gonna happen. I know he's gonna beat this guy. He hasn't struggled with an opponent for like 200 chapters.
Yeah.
I read up to like 500 something, no, 400 something. He hasn't struggled in 200 chapters. Like it gets boring. Like I understand, like it's good, but it gets boring after a while when you know exactly what's gonna happen. Like remember, people forget in Moro, Goku got a hole put in his chest. All the Z fighters were down on the ground. When we were monthly, we were like,
"Damn,
is it over?" Like we didn't think he was gonna win. He had a whole hole in his chest.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
Like when Frieza pulled up and whooped their asses, we were like, they're gonna die.
Yeah.
How's he gonna win? And then Frieza was like, nah, I'll see you later. And then just dipped and took the people. But that's what I'm talking about. Solo Leveling doesn't have any of that.
Yeah.
You know exactly how he's gonna win, when he's gonna win. It's when he gets to like an even further.
So like you don't
when
feel
he gets to
stakes.
like when he gets near the end, that's when the stakes finally come in. And I'm like, okay, like this is good.
Right.
That's a problem all manhwas have. They all make their protagonists really, really broken to the point where it's really obvious who's gonna win.
Yeah.
That is a problem that most of them have, but it's why I recommend you to read The Warrior Returns, because despite it being like that, when you learn why it's like that, it makes so much goddamn sense, Steven.
Warrior Return. Yeah, you mentioned this.
The plot twists, all the plot twists in the show and in the comic are insane. It's untrending. Like there's a reason people love this. It is so good. Like I didn't see it coming from a mile away.
Yeah.
Like I kind of thought of it when one character said something to the main character. I'm like, is it possible? But then no, it wouldn't make any sense. And then as you keep reading, once you get to one specific character's origin, it all just fits.
Shit, man. Wow.
Yeah, it's on Webtoon, but honestly, it's worth the read.
That's crazy.
incredible.
Yeah, that I'm not gonna lie. Like that's you were telling me about this show. It's like fucking amazing. But yeah. So in your opinion, for like Solo Leveling, you say like, because people have been saying like people are saying like, oh yeah, it's nothing but it's literally just the fights and then nothing else. There's no substance. I don't know how you feel about that.
I mean, yes and no. The anime is doing a lot better job of it. I'll give the anime one thing. It did a lot of a better job of handling it, because in the anime, he actually struggled with the bug guy. I'm not sure if you saw. There was actually struggle. All the scenes of them clashing and shit, that was not.
What's up, bro?
What's up, bro?
This motherfucker.
all the scenes of them struggling, like with him fighting with the ant. Like I know you've seen it before, right?
Yeah, I've seen all the clips.
Yeah, all the clips of him struggling with the ant. That's not in the manhwa. In the manhwa, he just destroys it.
Just
damn,
that's crazy.
It's literally like he gets hyped up. I will tell you, he gets hyped up. He's like, "Who is this?" And then he just pulls up. They start fighting. He's like, "I can't even land a punch on him." He just goes, "Pow!" And then he's like, "What? I'm scared now." And then he he's aura forming as per usual, and then he wins.
Mm.
But now in the anime, it generally made it look like he struggled and that he was a worthy opponent for a while until the end, which I love because if they can do that, if they can show that Sun Jin-woo struggles every single time and has to use his abilities in a unique way to find out what he needs to do to beat them, then this will be a lot better. Because the manhwa doesn't do that. It's just he gets powerful, he gets a new ability because he's Sun Jin-woo and he wins.
Yeah.
It's basically all manhwas are they're trying to be Dragon Ball without trying to be Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Is it like you feel like that for everyone?
Not everyone, just a few of them. Like
a lot of you say like a lot of popular ones?
a lot of it's mainly the isekai ones.
Okay.
Which is kind of what soul leveling is.
Yeah.
But not really. It's mainly
I mean,
the
shit,
isekai
God of
ones
High
that struggle
School.
with that.
Yeah, I got
God of High School is literally notorious for that.
Well, that was like the JJK before JJK like really started like had an anime. You know what I mean? Like this. What else do you want, bro? You get your microphone, bro? Where you get?
What am I supposed to say?
I don't fucking know. Like, oh wow, look at that. That's an interesting concept.
Yeah.
But that's interesting. I
That's
mean,
what it's called. I would recommend. I've been stacking up episodes, but yeah, this is it.
Warrior Returns.
Yeah.
Ah, that's dope. That's dope.
What is that? Generic?
You
just said no. So
okay? I'll explain this. I'll explain it to you real quick. So you know how like in isekais.
this is fire.
Thank you, appreciate that, bro. But you know how
So
in
like Mickey Mouse.
It
Anyway.
yeah,
is. Oh my god.
but you know.
He does it. Yo, bro.
No.
Pause. Look, listen, bro. I can get away with it now.
Exactly.
But anyway, basically, you know how in isekai.
I was like,
You know how it-
isekai,
like a
yes,
pee-pee.
yes.
You know how in isekais they get transported to another world? And
I
then,
can't, bro.
I
Why the
can't,
fuck
no.
is there a ridge now, bro? Where did it come? Where did that shit come
Why
from?
is there a vein, bro?
Yo, put that shit on the floor, bro.
He said, slap it out.
no, I just can't with him because like every time he starts laughing, his face gets so red.
For
and
real,
it's
bro.
just so funny.
So, isekai.
But basically in isekai is how they like die or like they go into another world. You know?
You can say, you
Put
can,
this down.
yeah, you can. I'm not trying to look at it.
But yeah, you know.
Look at it.
Put this away.
Put this away.
But yeah, in isekais, basically, you know how the person gets sent to another world.
Mm.
This one instead of staying there decides to come back. But when he does,
Yeah, I'm listening. Bro. I'm listening.
when he does return to his world, his mom killed herself because he was gone for a really long time, and she didn't know why. Dad died in a car accident because he got depressed. So he was pretty much left all alone when he got back.
Yep.
And from what people were spreading rumors that he did it because he got riches, right? They see him come back with a bunch of treasure and they're like, oh shit, he really did ditch his parents. He's a fucking asshole. He's the reason why they're dead. And the riches that he has are good for him, yes, but they're not money. So he can't live, he can't eat. So he's like poor, just running around. Everybody in school hates him because of the rumors. Like nobody likes him. Like everyone in like around his area just genuinely hates him. So he just is pushed to his breaking point, and he's thinking, man, fuck all, like I'm so miserable right now. Like fuck all these humans, right? Fuck like this world. Then he remembers, I still have my powers from my other world.
Oh.
So he grabs his sword and cuts half of a city.
Yeah.
Now, it's so interesting because you get to see his perspective and you get to see why he does it. But the most interesting part of the story is that he's not the only one.
Oh.
You get to see all their stories and you get to see the other people who came back who are willing to fight against this group that has formed now because of this one guy with the sword. And when you read it, you think you know how the story goes, and then plot twist after plot twist keeps coming out. And it is so interesting, especially, bro, even this title.
So this is a
they call it, it's a Korean manga.
Another
Yeah.
Is it
Even-
did you see?
Yeah,
Yeah,
even
well,
this title,
I'm
right?
saying, do you?
I haven't read it, but like,
You
when he
should.
told me
I
about it, like
genuinely should.
he told me about it. I'm like, that's crazy.
Because you think this title's for this guy with the sword, because he's a warrior who comes back.
You got 7 coins.
Nah, I don't, bro. I'm broke as shit.
Damn. It's a
You think the title's about the MC, and then you learn later it's not. I'm not gonna say what it's for, but it is actually so insane.
Damn.
The plot twist, the story.
It's just like a small company. There's like a smaller.
No, bro. This is like one of the best stories in Webtoon right now. It's trending everywhere. People praying, because I'm not sure you know, but 20 Korean mangas got into animation studios, and they will be made into animes. We're not sure when.
So a lot of shit is gonna come out now.
20 Korean mangas will be made into
a lot of shit's gonna be an anime now, boys.
People are praying that one. It's a few, but the top ones I hear are Bastard, Unordinary.
Oh, Bastard for sure, yeah.
Yeah, have you read Bastard?
I've seen a couple
Yeah.
of that.
And Unordinary, which is kind of like My Hero but more edgier. I'm not joking. I've read that. But yeah, no.
And it literally is My Hero, but
it is My Hero, but edgier in a sense. You'll understand why.
Damn, bro. That's interesting. All right, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, overall, I think Korean manga is good. It's just you have to it's like finding a needle in a haystack, bro.
Yeah.
You have to find like the right one, and like they're really.
It's like anime. You gotta find, because you'll mostly just get like regular Ichi shit. You know.
No,
it's like watching the regular shit on Crunchyroll. Like, you know what I mean?
There's a difference because like there's Code Geass, Soul Leveling, Full Metal Alchemist.
But there's also Handyman, New Testament of a Sister. Let me stop. Or just like what? What's another anime? Reincarnation.
High School DxD.
High School DxD. The GOAT now.
High School of the Dead.
Don't make me cry, bro. I'm sad that's not getting continuation.
Yeah,
That's great. I mean, I'm happy that High School DxD is getting a season, another season. But damn, I miss.
Unfortunately, the author died, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, oh man. But nah. All right, well, that was a great episode. I feel like we should just end it off now. Thank y'all for watching.
There's some Nintendo Switch pre-orders.
Pre-orders? Yeah. I mean, we don't even know the time. We didn't even know the date yet.
No, it's still. People can say it's gonna be the 8th.
The 8th of.
The 8th of May, because that's when Nintendo's gonna start doing their official. Did you register?
No, I don't have the money for that, bro.
You're gonna come over June 6th, right?
Absolutely.
So
I'm
coming June 5th.
I'm coming. My pet.
June 5th, bro.
June 5th. June 5th. Listen, I'm at your house at